Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Pearson. Good morning.
It's a nice shirt you got going. That's a nice shirt. I like that shirt.
Thank you. I wear it every football Friday.
I know. It looks good on Friday. Black,
Thanks.
shimmery, shiny black. Beautiful. Looks good on you.
Thanks, Dave.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get this taken care of right away.
Okay.
You know, we've been together quite a few years off and on, and you know that I've never, until recently, been a big fan of cats at my house. It used to make me very angry.
That's right. Yes, I remember back in the day you would come into the radio station and basically you would be complaining about cats.
Upset.
To put it mildly.
Yes, because Joan had a lot of cats, still does.
Yeah.
Then along came Willow and Crystal.
The two cats that you have now.
Yeah, a few years ago now, a couple of years ago. They were COVID kitties because we couldn't get them fixed because they couldn't do surgery. Remember that?
I do remember that.
I thought was really weird. But anyway, Willow is missing.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And my wife's very upset, as you can imagine, and I'm a little upset.
I was going to say.
And so she gave me this note.
Okay.
As you might have.
All right.
Willow has been gone since yesterday morning sometime. Joan went to get groceries, and she was around, and then she wasn't, and that wasn't unusual. She has other places she goes.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a pretty friendly cat, and kids are kind of drawn to her. People seem to like her. So we're not sure if she followed somebody or maybe she's in somebody's garage or house. Hopefully nothing bad has happened to her. She's an adult long-haired calico cat with gray, white, and some darker colors. And Joan is out looking for her, I think, right now, walking the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We walked the neighborhood last night. So if you have a garage or something in the South G area where we live, you might check that for us. She has a tendency. She's very curious, and she'll go into spaces and maybe somebody shut the doors, what we're hoping happened. If you see her in our neighborhood, 1137 South G Street, call Joan at 872-6301. If you've seen this cat, we'd very much appreciate it. She's a very special cat. She's an athletic cat. She's almost a super cat. And her sister Crystal is missing her as well.
All right.
So
there you go, folks. Help find Willow.
Yeah, we hope we find her. She is very friendly, and people do like her. She's kind of a pretty cat.
Well, she's become part of the family.
Yeah,
right?
She's been coming in the house, and she really likes sitting on Joan's lap and taking naps. So I've kind of lost out, to be honest. I used to kind of be her go-to, but since she's been coming in and taking naps on Joan's lap, I've kind of lost contact with her as much as Joan has increased her contact. And so I was feeling a little hurt. Now I just want her back.
Yeah.
And maybe I can win her back when she comes home. But anyway, serious business with my wife, Joan. You know she's
hey,
upset.
I know. Listen, I think most families who have had a pet have went through this where, unfortunately, they take off on you and you wonder, where have they gone? So
yeah, well, she is very curious, and she'll go into I don't know what it is about cats. I'll open the garage door, and they just come running because they want to go see what's on. I don't open it all the time. It's where my old Monte Carlo is. So as soon as I open that up, those two cats are just on a dead run to go in and inspect and look around and sniff, and I don't. They just like those new spaces.
Yep.
So hopefully it just happened that she got into somebody's garage, or maybe somebody let her in the house. I don't know what took place, but we're just hoping she's not injured. So anyway, you having a birthday today?
Am I having a birthday today? No,
Okay.
I'm not having a birthday today, but thank you for asking.
Yeah, well, you look great. I just thought maybe you looked so darn good it was your birthday.
No, it's not.
All right, where's my other little sheet? There we go. We don't have a lot of birthdays that we're aware of, but I can tell you that Roger Alban is celebrating a birthday today. And Roger's a high school graduate of Broken Bow. He's in Jonah and I's class.
Uh-huh.
And they've lived here for quite a while and now have moved away. But Roger will be back this weekend for the class reunion, I think.
Good.
So happy birthday to Roger Don Alban and Yvonne Carissa Burnett, also celebrating a birthday today. You're celebrating
birthday.
Yeah, celebrating birthdays with Jose Feliciano.
Jose. Oh, Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, that was a big one for him.
Feliz Navidad.
The biggest song he had, as far as a hit goes, was his cover of The Doors' "Light My Fire."
Oh.
He had a big hit with that. His most famous moment, perhaps, came in 1968 before the World Series game in Detroit. And this was pretty unusual back then, but he sang his version of the Star Spangled Banner, which was really well received, and it really put him on the map in 68 for his style, because he just has a certain style.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Joe Perry is 71 today. By the way, Jose is 76 today. But Joe Perry is, of course, with the Hall of Fame rock and roll band Aerosmith. He's the longtime guitarist for the band. He's 71 today.
Wow.
I think it's all the birthdays we have today.
Okay.
So it's also National TV Dinner Day.
Really?
Yeah.
National TV Dinner today. Dinner Day today. If I can get it out. All right, your favorite TV dinner.
Oh, I used to like when Jonah and I were first married. I bet a lot of folks, when they first got married, they ate, some of those kind of meals.
Oh, yeah.
I like the one with the mashed potatoes, which I think back now were really not very good.
Yeah,
but
you'd want to make sure that you get the potatoes hot.
Very hot.
Yeah, you want to really nuke them.
And maybe add some of your own butter to them. But I like the mashed potatoes and turkey dinner, TV dinner.
Yeah? Yeah.
What'd you like?
You know what? I think I would go with the Salisbury steak.
Ooh. Yeah, it tasted good, but it seemed like it stayed with you for a couple of days.
Well, I'm not going to deny that.
But they were good.
Yeah.
We had those too.
Yeah.
Yep. TV dinner.
I'm trying to think the last time I had a TV dinner.
Same here.
It's been a long time.
How about the chicken pot pie, the pot pies you bought?
Oh, man, when I was single, I lived on those things.
So easy to cook up. And,
yeah.
And I don't know, they weren't too bad.
I like the beef one. I still eat the beef one occasionally.
Does it have peas
Swanson.
in it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wondered if those were real vegetables.
I kind of did too, to be honest with you. I tried not to think about it though when I was eating it.
Yeah, if you really want to destroy your taste for boughten pot pies, eat homemade pot pie.
Yeah, my wife makes a homemade chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that good?
Yes,
I'm sure Shelley knows how to make it.
Yeah.
So, they were actually invented. TV dinners were invented back in 1953.
Really?
Yeah. At that time, they were considered high tech. Back then. They stopped calling it TV dinner about a decade later, but the name stuck, so they're still TV dinners no matter what they call them.
Yeah.
I would imagine with technology today, if you tried a TV dinner, they might actually be better than they were back when we ate them. But,
yeah,
they've come a long way with some of that sort of thing. But anyway, this is National TV Dinner Day. On the more serious side, it's also World Suicide Prevention Day, promoting and understanding working together to prevent suicide. And I know that Mid-Plains Community College here has had lots of opportunities to get together and mentor about that and talk about it. It doesn't dismiss any community or any family. It's something that needs to be talked about more. It's a terrible thing. And the World Health Organization says nearly 3,000 people commit suicide every day.
Wow.
3,000. September is Suicide Awareness Month, so that is something that we want to pay attention to. On the music side, Brent,
Yes.
Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, came out 20 years ago today.
Did it? Okay.
The single made Nirvana, a 90s pop culture icon, changing music, and also a cardigan fashion forever. Last month, I don't know if you heard about this. This is crazy. This is where we're at today in America. Last month, when this album came out that this single came off of 20 years ago, there was a naked baby on the cover of the Nevermind album. And Spencer Eldon, the baby, is now 30 years old.
Oh, my.
And claims the photo shoot he did when he was 4 months old ruined his life because the whole world got to see his naked body. And he is suing.
Oh,
now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's caused him a lot of mental anguish to have his baby body on that album.
Oh.
Do you think he remembered that when he was 4 months old?
Well, no. I don't know. Apparently, yeah. So he's just suing now, though.
Yeah.
I see.
And I understand he's tried some other avenues to make some quick money as well. So this is his latest venture.
I see. Well, good luck to him.
Yeah. What else is hot in the news? Let's see here. Not too many things coming in from CBS today that.
Who won I'm embarrassed to say, who won the football game last night?
Oh,
I didn't get a chance to see it, and
the Brady bunch.
Brady won, so Tampa Bay won.
2 seconds left in the game, and they kicked a field goal.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nope.
Oh, my.
But he passed for something like 360 yards with 4 touchdowns.
Did he? Do you happen to know if he threw a lot of passes to Mike Evans?
Oh,
any chance? You know?
It didn't tell.
Okay.
You'll have to look it up.
Yeah. Brent's in It's been a while, but Brent decided to get into a fantasy football league this year. So Mike Evans is on my team, Tampa Bay receiver. I hope he had a big game. I'm guessing he didn't, but you never know.
How does Mike run a feed store and do all of that?
Oh. No, this is a different. This is a different Mike Evans, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah. No, different guy. This guy is a professional football player. Plays for Tampa Bay, a wide receiver.
It's probably not as good as Mike Evans was.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, good luck.
I would have drafted Mike, though. Our Mike Evans, I would have gladly drafted him if he was available.
Well, you should. You didn't have Brady as a player, did you?
No, he's not my quarterback.
Whoever got him hit a jackpot last night. 4 touchdowns and 350 some yards.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's probably the guy that I'm playing this week.
Yeah,
probably.
probably.
I'm guessing he had Tom Brady on his team.
Oh boy. More new gadgets for us to spy on one another. And that's all we need right now in this
wonderful.
country.
That's good.
Facebook and Ray-Ban have unveiled smart sunglasses. Yes, that's right. They actually...
So what do these things do?
They record...
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Record video. So you just put the glasses on. Brace yourself because Facebook and Ray-Ban have collaborated to make sunglasses that also record video. They're about $300. They look just like regular Ray-Bans, except the frames have 2 megapixel cameras in them. So now you got to worry about a whole new breed of creeps in sunglasses. They have built-in memory that'll hold up to 500 pictures or a dozen 30-second videos. Best part is you can share the videos to other apps, not just Facebook. So you can go around creeping on people, take their picture without them knowing it, video them without them knowing it. Whatever happened to getting permission to take a picture and passing along to other people?
No, that's out the door.
Used to be in the photography business. You used to have to copyright things if you printed it again.
Those things almost sound like James Bond stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they're available for about $300, and I imagine there's some folks out there going, ooh, I'd like to have those. Take 500 pictures, 30-second videos, And again, the best part, you can share them, which is kind of unusual for companies these days. Usually they're very proprietary on things, but you can share the video with other apps, not just Facebook. So get yourself a pair and creep out, man. Go creeping.
All right. Well, there you go. That's how we can do Facebook Live now on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll just get a pair of these glasses. We'll go out for our remote. We'll wear our sunglasses and just click a little button and boom, Facebook Live.
Except they only last 30 seconds.
Oh.
But it would be great for like little reports. Hi, I'm Brent Apperson reporting from the City Hall, and I'm on the radio. If you'll look just in a moment, I have a 30-second video of the final vote on whether dogs can run loose. Something like that.
Yeah, you never know. Oh, the possibilities.
Here's one for you. Don't really want to make you unhappy on a Friday. This is probably no surprise to you folks out there, but the top 1% of U.S. people are not paying taxes, okay? So the top 1%, the really, really rich people.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
So these are the people that make the most money in the world.
Yep, the top 1% not paying billions in taxes every year. Not millions, billions. While you and I are paying our taxes like good Americans, a new report from the Treasury Department says the country's richest people aren't paying any taxes at all.
Any?
No. The study finds that the top 1% are responsible for $163 billion of unpaid taxes every year. That's roughly, 28% of all lost tax revenue. Yeah.
Is it okay for me to say that just doesn't sound right?
Yeah, you can say it. I don't think anything's going to change.
That just does not sound right.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Talk about loopholes.
I would think.
Oh, boy. All right. We're going to take care of school lunch menus.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll find mine if you'll find yours.
Absolutely. Hey, since we're doing lunch menus, it's a good time to read this. They are searching for 2 head cooks and 1 kitchen helper here in the Broken Bow School District. You would be employed by Lunchtime Solutions in the Broken Bow School District. Position hours are Monday through Friday, and all positions are 5 or more hours a day. Learn more about the roles or apply online at lunchtimesolutions.com/careers. So again, they're looking for 2 head cooks and 1 kitchen helper. You would be employed by Lunchtime Solutions in the Broken Bow School District. Again, position hours are Monday through Friday, and all positions are 5 or more hours a day. To learn more about the roles and to apply, go online to lunchtimesolutions.com/careers.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
While we have a moment here, I wanted to address something. Here a while back, we were playing the commentary paid for by Ray Hunt.
Yes.
And you and I were shooting the breeze during that.
Yeah, we have a tendency to do that during breaks and stuff. Yeah, I get to visiting.
We honestly should pay more attention. I would admit that. But we oftentimes talk about what's coming up next, what are you going to do? And we also talk about sports and dogs and cats. And
what you're going to do for the weekend.
Yeah. And yesterday I was visiting with a gentleman who said, hey, I was listening one day out on the road, and the commentary from that paid for by Ray Hunt, I thought, Dave, that you cut it off because maybe you didn't like what it was saying, and you just cut it off.
Oh, no, you didn't do that.
And I just want you to know, if that happened, which I think it may have, because we after that show was over, we said, did that finish?
Okay, I know
end?
what you're
Remember
talking about now. Yeah, we both looked at each other and go, is that over?
Yeah, because it ended real abruptly.
Yeah, it did.
And I just thought, well, because some of them do end kind of that way. So I assure you that there was no editing done. That's paid for by Ray Hunt. Now, whether you agree or disagree with it, we don't cut things off on this show or on the air because we don't happen to agree with the content. And so I appreciate the person. He was really saying, oh, Dave, I know you cut that off. I said, no. I think Brent and I were shooting the breeze, and we just thought it was over, but it was kind of seemed short, so we weren't sure. But nobody ever said anything, and a lot of times Ray will give us a call. So I just want you to know that was not done purposely at all.
Yeah.
We were probably talking about something, and it ended. I misremember going, hey,
I remember that too now.
So
yeah.
apologies.
Yeah, so, right, our apologies.
Yeah.
Correct.
Did not mean for that to happen if it did happen. Don't even really know. But I figured Ray would call if we cut it off prematurely. But anyway, we don't edit things that people pay for. As far as commentary goes, we certainly edit commercials and things to meet time restraints. But
and I think all of us now work with computers.
Yeah.
Sometimes the computer doesn't always do what it should do. So
sometimes our software decides it's going to edit something for us. So apologies there if that did happen. Wouldn't do that on purpose. Arcadia today, they're having chicken sandwiches.
All right, Loop City today, their lunch menu showing turkey, cheese, foil wrap, or nachos at Loop City today.
And Selma Myrna Public Schools. By the way, you asked me earlier if I got a text from Christy.
Yes.
I have her blocked.
Our Christy. Okay. All right. We'll get back to the school lunch menus in a minute, folks. You have Christy Wells she's a sales rep.
Yeah, I know.
Of KCNI KBBN.
Right.
All right. You are the owner.
Yeah.
General manager.
Yeah, general manager now.
Of KCNI KBBN Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, what Christy does in her job would directly affect you, I would think.
Oh, sure.
In many ways.
Definitely.
But you have blocked her on your phone.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, sometimes she just, she rakes on me, so I just blocked her. And Selma Myrna today is having pepperoni pizza, cheeseburger, macaroni. See, I didn't cut off the commentary paid for by Ray Hunt, but I have blocked Christy.
I hope she's listening because I can't wait to hear that response when she gets to work today. That'll be fun.
Okay. And Selma Myrna today, pepperoni pizza, cheeseburger, macaroni skillet with garlic breadstick, turkey and cheddar deli wrap, green beans, fruit and veggie bar, and milk.
Thetford today, Sloppy Joe on a bun.
Callaway, chicken strips, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
All right. Gothenburg today. What is today, the 10th?
Yep.
All right. Make sure I read the right one.
Pay the bill day.
Yeah, it's showing tater tot casserole, fiestada, or pizza and cheese raviolis. Some of the choices at Gothenburg today.
Fiestada, that's how you say that, huh?
That's the way I pronounced it. I don't know if it's right.
I think I've been saying it wrong then. Litchfield, today they're having grilled ham and cheese sandwiches.
Cozad today, hot club sandwich with fresh garden salad, baked beans, fresh fruit, chilled fruit, and milk at Cozad.
SEM today, fried chicken. And by the way to go, SEM. What a good game last night up at Spalding. You gave it all you had. It was fun to listen to.
Yes. Ansley today, pizza on the lunch menu for Ansley.
Sandhill Schools at Dunning, sweet and sour chicken and rice.
Arnold today, lunch menu showing turkey or PB&J. That would be peanut butter and jelly, I assume. Sandwich.
I think you're right.
And at Broken Bow today, lunch menu for the middle and high school showing cheese pizza, fresh baked ham and turkey sub, grilled chicken salad with roasted flatbread, and a fajita deli wrap. Choices at Broken Bow Middle and High School today.
All right, we're going to play the game in a moment. We want to remind you that the Indian Nation Tailgate Party is taking place tomorrow, September 11th, at the One Box Convention Center. Social time 5:30, dinner at 7, and they'll have a live and silent auction, raffle drawings, cornhole tournament with Calcutta. You must be 21 to attend, and the money raised will go to projects that the boosters are working on right now. They're working on a new video board for the Mark Russell Field. And you can see any Booster Club member to purchase a ticket and reserve a table. I think you can also show up and buy a ticket tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. All right, let's play the game for you.
All right.
It's Potato Month.
Potato Month.
So here is our question about this food staple. We asked this yesterday. Didn't get the correct answer. We'll ask it again. What exactly is a potato? What is a potato? Your choices are a blossom, a fruit, a seed, or a stem. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you.
Whether you're seeking curb appeal for your home or you want to do a remodel or new construction, Ansley Lumber and Supply in downtown Ansley has the materials that you'll need, from premium lumber to metal for buildings, plus GAF shingles for the roof and quality Benjamin Moore paint available in over 3,500 colors. Ask them about consultations with their pros and delivery. 935-1815. Or see them on Main Street in Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply.
We have Catherine on the line. I bet, Brent, she's been doing some research. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning.
All right.
Yes, it took quite a while to figure it out.
I was with you yesterday, Catherine. Ask the question again, Brent, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, okay, Catherine. What exactly is a potato? Is it a blossom, a fruit, a seed, which I think you called in and said yesterday, but that wasn't right, or a stem? So what do you think today?
It's a stem.
You got it. Yes, there you go. Now, when you plant potatoes, isn't there what they call a seed potato?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's what threw me off, because I was thinking seed too.
Yeah, you make your seed potatoes out of regular potatoes.
Yeah, you plant the eye, right? The eye of the potato or whatever. Yeah, but they say seed potato, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So in other words, when we're having mashed potatoes, Catherine, we're actually eating ground up stems?
I guess so. Right?
Well, now we know.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Catherine, thanks for calling back in, and we're going to give you a certificate that'll get you a free 6-inch sub at Subway. So you come on out and see us when you can.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Catherine.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Catherine, I'm with you. It's kind of confusing that we're eating stems when we eat, like, French fries and, sliced potatoes and hash browns. We're eating stems. Gives a whole new meaning to the old song, Down to Seeds and Stems Again.
Not familiar with that one.
I bet you're not. We'll be back right after this with news.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. Let the movement rehabilitation specialist at Team Physical Therapy get you back into shape this fall sports season. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back into the game. Check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Gather round, boys, it's action time, and now we're on. Now 300, now 75, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9. Sold.
Get your listings in now for a machinery consignment auction Saturday, October 2nd from Dave Davis Auction Service. For proper advertising and to get your items on the flyer, get your consignments in by Monday, September 13th. For more info, go to davedavisauction.com or call 872-6413.
See you at the auction, boys.
On September 11th, 2001, America witnessed one of the worst terror attacks on U.S. soil. Thousands of lives were lost that day as 4 passenger jets were hijacked. This Saturday, we take a step back in time as we remember those who we lost and honor those who sacrificed themselves to save others. Join us on KCNI 1280 AM and 96.3 FM beginning at 8 a.m. for a special 9/11 memorial broadcast that will feature a timeline of events, audio clips from 2001, Where Were You local interviews, and moments of silence as we turn the clock back 20 years to the day that changed America forever.
Listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPVN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Biden's new requirement for large companies to mandate vaccinations or provide weekly testing is generating lots of heated debate. Heavy-duty repairman Robert Andrade from Santa Clarita, California, is against it.
I myself am vaccinated, but, nobody should have the right to enforce that on anybody else.
The Biden administration is suing Texas over its new abortion law. CBS correspondent Omar Villafranca reports.
The Supreme Court recently declined to block the law, but that ruling didn't address its constitutionality, which is what a federal judge will decide in this suit.
A new survey regarding Americans' feelings about 9/11. CBS's Deputy Director of Surveys, Jennifer DePinto.
Sad is what people most often feel when they think about it. 88% tell us that. And 75% say they feel angry. And more than 6 in 10 express disbelief about 9/11 20 years later.
CBS News Brief, I'm Wendy Gillette.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. A change in the weather means a change in sport, and fall is the best time to catch the biggest, fattest fish, according to the Nebraska Game and Parks' Greg Wagner.
Fun fact, the best time probably to fish your favorite water is when Nebraska Cornhuskers are playing a game.
He recommends you use bigger bait at this time of year and says the deepest parts of the water are where fish will be at this time of year, but it's also a good time to explore nature. You can get fishing permits on the Nebraska Game and Parks website, outdoornebraska.gov. Police say a Lincoln man broke into a home and ate food in the couple's basement. Authorities say they were called to a home on Elk Crest Circle in Lincoln Wednesday morning. The couple that lived there told police they could hear noises coming from the basement. Officers looked and found the man inside the storage room of the basement. Police say he had gone through containers and eaten some of the homeowner's food. Authorities say they think the man got in through an unlocked sliding glass door and damaged a fence. The man was arrested and is facing burglary charges. A Thursday morning traffic stop in Norfolk led to the arrest of 2 people from Columbus. A Norfolk police officer pulled over a car for speeding on South 13th Street at 2:19 a.m. The officer stated that the 20-year-old driver was confrontational during the stop. The driver reportedly had an electronic vaping device in his lap, which the officer said he could not legally have due to his age. The driver then allegedly threw the vaping device at the officer. A subsequent search of the vehicle resulted in the discovery of Adderall pills for which neither the driver nor the passenger had a prescription. Officers questioned both as to who was the owner of the bag of pills as well as who had knowledge of the pills. At the conclusion of the investigation, both the driver and passenger were arrested for possession of a controlled substance. They were both housed in the Norfolk City Jail and later transferred to the Madison County Jail.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Ralph Irvin.
The NFL season is off and running with the Buccaneers starting it off with a Thursday night win over the Dallas Cowboys, 31-29. Ryan Suckup, a 36-yard field goal, gives the Bucs the victory. That came with just 2 seconds left on the clock. Tom Brady, 380 yards passing, 4 touchdowns on the night. In Major League Baseball, Jock Peterson, a game-winning RBI single in the 10th, lifts the Braves to their 3rd win in 4 games. They beat Washington 7-6. Atlanta leads the National League East by 3.5 games as second-place Philadelphia fell to Colorado 4-3. Toronto's won their 8th straight, beating the Yankees 6-4. The Jays not only swept the series, but never let New York have the lead in the series. First time that happened in the Bronx since the Yankees were the Highlanders in 1908. Toronto now trails New York by just a half game in the race for the final wildcard spot.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. Sunny today, high of 93. Tonight, mainly clear, low near 65. Sunny on Saturday, high of 94. Saturday night, becoming cloudy, Slight chance of a shower thunderstorm, low near 61. Occasional sun Sunday, high near 79. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy, low of 56. Slight chance of showers and storms on Monday with a high near 85. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
6 past the hour of 8 o'clock. 51 degrees, clear skies, winds are calm, barometric pressure still rising at 29.99, humidity still high at 96%. Yesterday's high was 79, really nice, an overnight low of 49. Sunset today at 7:58, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:15, and an inch 16 in the rain gauge so far this month. We are excited to bring you our first guest of the day, Veronica Smith from the Jenny M. Melham Memorial Medical Center and Hospital. Did I get it all right?
You got it. That was perfect.
Dude, I'm going to clap on that one.
You got it.
Well done, Dave.
Well, unfortunately, unless Veronica just stops by, this will be the last time she's here on the Breakfast Show as the leader of the hospital. That makes us kind of sad, although we are excited for your next venture, Veronica. We wouldn't want to not wish you well.
Thank you.
But we can talk about that in a little bit. But right now, maybe you just want to update us on what's going on at the hospital.
Sure. We are definitely seeing much more COVID activity, and it is somewhat concerning because we have seen it taking longer for transfers out, and the COVID virus it's really affecting the younger population, and they just seem to be really much sicker. So the most challenging part is finding a bed in the bigger hospitals at this time. So it is concerning, and so we just want to make sure people are aware that COVID is not gone. It's still very active, and we really are seeing people be more highly affected by it. And it's the challenge to get the bed, I think, is the most concerning, because critical access hospitals, we're here to stabilize and transfer and do what we can and support what we can. And then when it's time to transfer, it's time to transfer. And we want to make sure that we're getting people to the care that they need. And that has been found to be a challenge. So very concerning. Definitely have seen the research is showing that the vaccination has been helpful. Not that you can't get it if you've been vaccinated, but your outcome would be much better if you were vaccinated. So would love to see our vaccination rates get up, because I think that is the most helpful thing, because it can prevent some of the difficult situations that we see people going through right now.
Can I back up and just bracket something you said there? Because I think people have been somewhat confused from the beginning of all this. I think that's fair to say. And then we entered politics into it, and I don't know, it just got messy from the very beginning, and it hasn't been clear to some people, I think, as to what maybe they personally want to do, and I don't. That's as far as I want to go with that.
Sure.
But you mentioned in that sentence or two there, if you are vaccinated, if I'm understanding you correctly, that may help you if there's a breakthrough. If you're vaccinated and you get the virus, it may lessen the effects that the virus will have on you. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So it's a challenge, because that is the argument that people will make, is that, well, I can get infected with it anyway, so why get it? It's not effective. It's not going to keep me from getting the virus. But what the research is showing is that it is going to help you come through it in a better way and have a better outcome. Mm-hmm. The ones that if you look at the ICU data from the ones that I follow the hospitals in the Lincoln, Omaha area, and what they're reporting out. There may be 2 or 3 out of I don't know, 50 that are vaccinated that are getting the virus, but it's primarily those that are unvaccinated. And we just would really like to see more people get vaccinated because, again, the outcomes are better. You're going to prevent that significant illness and help to reduce the spread as well. But
that part is really important too. Like a lot of people, when you're younger and you think you're bulletproof, you go through life and you go, I don't even need a flu shot. Even before COVID came along, I don't need a flu shot. Well, as you get a little older, you go, well, maybe I do. And then it was pointed out here on the show by some pharmacists, the vaccine for even flu is really not so much for you as the people that are around you. If you care about the people that are around you, you would want to consider getting the vaccine. And I was a guy going along kind of selfish, like, well, I don't need one. But what about the people that if I got it, I gave it to, right?
Right. That's exactly right. If you want, basically to me, it's just if we want to get back to as much normal as possible, our vaccination rate is going to make a difference with that. If you don't want to just constantly be wearing a mask for the rest of our lives, that sort of thing is, just getting that immunity built up in our community to help battle this. And like I said, we're not seeing it get better. It's getting worse. We have at the hospital gone to what we call the orange level. Green is everything's normal. We are able to have visitors, that sort of thing. Then we go to yellow and we're being cautious and we're starting to think about restrictions. And now we're orange and we're in restrictions with visitors and having to pick and choose. Can we bring in the clinical students to shadow and do those normal things that we like to do as a community partner, and just having to be more judicious about what we're exposing our staff and our patients to. So it's challenging. It is not a fun time to be in healthcare. Certainly not a fun time to be at the schools. Yeah. But it takes a community, and you're right. It takes that's the basic epidemiology. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an epidemiologist, but that is what you will read, is the vaccination, though it does help you, it is there to help others as people. Well.
And if this gets serious enough, then at this hospital and others, then we may see restrictions on some of the specialty care that hospitals can offer as far as getting people in the door, and like it was before, the first time around.
Yeah, correct. So the governor came out with the levels of surgery that we should be suspending, and that doesn't affect us right now because it's ones that you do and you would take up an inpatient bed because the patient had the surgery. So we don't do any surgeries that require someone to stay overnight, so that they're not taking up one of our beds, or they're not taking the potential of, we're not creating the potential that they'll need to take a bed elsewhere. So that is under restrictions right now. That is larger hospitals are suspending those type of surgeries. If it's elective and it can wait, then they're asked to please do that to help lessen the burden on the bed situation, and that's the first introductory step. We'll have to watch how things go and see what comes further if there's going to be more of that.
Okay. Boy, I think we've all been got a little fool's gold in this situation. When we got through the first round, we all took a big deep breath and go, now we went. And some people went and got vaccinated, and you felt like you could go anywhere and do anything. And I think the vaccination still allows you to feel a little bit more that way, but there are the breakthroughs, and so we're kind of in a gray area.
Yeah, it does make you feel more comfortable. I actually was able to go visit my dad, who I hadn't seen in 18 months.
Oh gosh!
And it was and that was because of my need to stay here during the COVID, but also he has some health conditions and not wanting to bring anything to him. So finally got to visit with him, and that's because we were all 100% vaccinated, and we felt comfortable we were able to do that. So it's just strange to have to think about those kind of things. You just don't get in the car and go and go, having to think about, is this safe? That's not where we want to be.
As human beings, we're social. We want to be together. We want to,
right.
and that restriction really does. It's tough.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't know how this affects Nebraska, but this morning on the news and late yesterday, the president is putting on a mandate for employers with over 100 employees, either requiring employees to get vaccinated or test daily, I think, or frequently. Will that happen at the hospital?
So there's a special category for the hospital. So it will affect Melham Medical Center, and we'll be watching how this rolls out. But basically, it's saying that any healthcare facility or provider that participates in Medicare and Medicaid programs, and most all do, because it's a significant payer, will require their employees to be vaccinated. So,
all right. Well, we'll see how that goes. I know that it's not unknown that hospitals across the country have not had full vaccination, or some places even close to it. So, we'll see how that.
Right. You've got some healthcare systems and some hospitals across the country that have just decided to go ahead and do that on their own, and now looks like that you won't have a choice going forward. Waiting for the comment period and when the effective date of all of that will actually be, but it is likely inevitable.
All right.
So.
Appreciate the update, even though it isn't that much fun to talk about.
Yeah, it's and I have to give a shout out to our team. You said that you think that, way back in 2020, we thought we were through it and we'd planned for it and we got through that surge, and then the Delta variant hit, and it is, it is exhausting. It's exhausting for our caregivers, for our employees at the hospital, and we just have to keep building them up and providing support. So definitely, if there's continued shout outs from the community that we can provide our hospital staff, we would welcome that in any way, because it's a little bit harder to do when previously there was a lot of, it was novel, I guess.
Yeah.
And now it's old news and we're getting tired of it. But we forget that we still have people on the front lines experiencing it.
And you were very honest with us. It's not getting better right now. It's getting worse. So, yeah. Do you have any questions, Brent? You've been pretty quiet over there.
No, you talk about the strain. I'm guessing not just physical, but mental strain.
Absolutely.
I would think too.
Yeah. It is. It's emotional strain, because quite honestly, we're watching our friends and our neighbors struggle. And that's the hardest part. It is not, who is going to be affected by this, and that's the emotional part. Is they've got to give their professional best no matter what, but we forget they're emotional beings too, and we've got to think about that when they're doing those hard things, giving bad news or supporting someone that can't breathe. That's not fun stuff. So a lot of support for our team would be welcomed.
Appreciated. All right.
So when people come to the hospital for an appointment, what is the protocol right now so that they're prepared for when they walk in?
Right. So right now we are still required by Medicare, by OSHA, by any other regulatory body that wants to get involved. We are required to do a screening, so asking screening questions about any symptoms, and then take a temperature, and then everyone is required to wear a mask in the building, and that is the preventative measures that we're taking. Other than that, we are able to do our full services that we typically provide, so there hasn't been any limitation on services. So definitely don't hold back coming to get the care that you need. Just know that there'll be those steps to take. And please support the team that has to enforce those. It is not our choice at Melham to do that. We are required to.
Yeah.
We can have a surveyor come in or the state come in and say we're not being compliant, and that can come with some negative side effects and possible fines, and you never know where that will go. So we just ask that people just be compliant It's not something we want to do, but it is something we need to do, and it is the right thing to do. And battling it isn't going to help anybody.
Okay. All right. Was there any other hospital business you wanted to highlight?
I think
morning?
that covers it. That's our world right now.
Oh, gosh, unfortunately.
So, yeah.
All right. Veronica, you've been with us, what seems like, in some ways a long time, in other ways a short time.
Right.
And you announced recently that you're taking a new position. Is it back up in Dakota?
Back in South Dakota, yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, a little bit of a bittersweet situation. I have the opportunity to return back to where my career started in Vermilion, South Dakota, at the hospital. Actually, the hospital my 3 kids were born.
Okay.
At that hospital, and it is. I worked there for 16 years. That's where the trajectory of my career started. That organization invested a lot in me as a young professional, and so I see it as an opportunity to go and give back to those that believed in me and helped me along the way. We'll be going back. I will be going back there. I'm leaving my husband and my son behind, which too is bittersweet. But my son had just really clicked here, and we did not want to disrupt him. And so we knew going in that, if we couldn't make it work to have them stay here, I wouldn't even continue. So we were able to make that work, and I'm glad that he will be able to finish his school and graduate here from Broken Bow, because again, he's made great connections and really enjoys it here and has a great group of friends, and so we want to make that work for him. So they will stay back, and I will be a road warrior to get in the bleachers for basketball every chance I get. It is only a 4.5-hour drive, and as far as I'm concerned, all roads lead to Bow. So
that's cool. That's cool.
So I will be here as much as possible, if not 100% of the time for the games and that. So yeah, very bittersweet. It's one of those things that you just have to reflect on, that how lucky am I that I've got a place that's hard to leave, that I've experienced.
Yeah. Well, we sure enjoyed having you here. I think one of the best measuring sticks, if you will, when you have somebody that's had a position like yours and you're going to go on to something else, when you talk to the employees that were under you, then you really get the true picture. Mm-hmm. And, I think they really, the people that I've talked to, and I've talked to a few about you leaving, just were very sad that you were leaving, because they liked what you did and the way you did it. So that's a compliment to you, and I'm sure that going back to your employment there where you've been 16 years, they're excited to have you there. But the crew here hates to see you go, and that's a compliment.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That is the message that I'm getting. So I appreciate that you're actually hearing that when it's said behind my back.
That's a real test.
That's a real test, but it is. Being a leader is hard, and when you have the support of your
at this time, I'm guessing.
Exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. So when you have the support of the team, and that that just speaks to the kind of people that we have here. Bo is so lucky to have the caregivers and the employees, the staff, the physicians that we have at Melhem Medical Center. They are a committed crew, and they want what is best for the community. And so I'm going to be honest, they made me look good. They made it easy. I just needed to come in and let them do their thing, and they just rolled with it. And so sometimes that's all a leader needs to do, is let people do what they do best. Yeah. And we've got some talent here, and I look forward to seeing that continue to develop as I depart. But it's bittersweet. It's tough.
You kind of went through this when you came here, I think, as far as the family stayed back and you were here first. Now you're going the other way. So we wish you the best luck on that. But bittersweet for everybody, I think. I'm pretty happy to hear that your husband's staying behind for a while, because I want him to continue his secret agent work here.
Yes.
His undercover work that he does. I think it's exciting to have somebody like that in the community who.
He does. He stays pretty low. Working from home makes that pretty easy, but that he's going to have to spread his wings a little bit, I think, because he's going to be doing that single parenting thing during the week. So we'll see how that goes. But
yeah, no kidding. Well, you've been a great sport with us here on the Breakfast Show, and I think Brent would agree with this. Have loved the open. The openness that you've offered
the
in what's going on.
Yeah,
transparency has been wonderful because you don't always get that. And I understand that these days with the media and so forth because the media can be very mean. And here in this small town, we still like having it simple and be friends with people.
Yeah.
But you've been great as far as letting us know, especially, as Brent said, through what we've been going through.
Yeah. Well, we're in it together. And so I just, what I can share, I will share because the information is important because it's going to take all of us, like I said, to get through this. So that information is important to get out to everybody.
All right. Anything else that you wanted to mention?
I don't think so. I just want to thank everybody I thank the community of Broken Bow for the welcome and we were so embraced as a family, and it's Bow has got great things going for it, and there is a lot of interest in the position. We're seeing a lot of applicants come in, so I think that there's going to be some good, strong candidates that will follow me and can take the reins. We will have an interim position or an interim CEO in place starting next week. He will work with me for about 3 days as I depart. His name is Vic Lee. He was basically his entire career prior to his retirement in 2017 was in Nebraska. So he's well connected to Nebraska healthcare, and I think Bo will really benefit from having someone like that. So he's going to just kind of hold down the fort for 3 months, hoping to have the permanent placement hopefully mid-December, if not after the first of the year. So that's the plan there.
Okay. All right. It's been really fun to get to know you. And
thank you.
I know you'll be back as long as your son and your husband's here, so we won't not see you anymore.
Right.
For a while anyway, through the school year.
Right.
So we wish you the best, and come back and see us anytime. You don't have to come in and do business even. We just love to have you.
I will. I'll come say hi.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You bet. We'll take a time out or two here on The Breakfast Show.
Are you a true crime superfan? Join award-winning 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty on the My Life of Crime podcast. Named the 2021 Digiday Best Podcast, each episode pulls you straight into the investigations, including a New York City after-party gone horribly wrong, a cold-blooded teen killer looking for a retrial, and more. Season 3 coming this fall. Follow My Life of Crime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
The pandemic's reminded us we live in a sea of airborne germs that can assault us with every breath. Your nose is the body's first line of defense by helping filter out allergens, bacteria, and viruses before they reach your lungs. So how do you clean your nose? Navage uses powered suction to flush out mucus and germs that cause congestion, or worse, can make you sick. Over 2 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier without drugs. Go to Navage.com or find Navage at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
Fraudulent activity is on the rise and fraudsters seem to be working overtime. Bruning Bank is dedicated to keeping you safe. Remember, never give out your personal information, click on unsolicited links, or rely solely on caller ID as it can be spoofed. Keep your information safe by monitoring your account transactions with mobile or online banking and set up customized alerts with Notify. If you believe you have been targeted by fraudulent activity, we are here to help. Learn more about fraud safety at bruningbank.com or visit any Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Keeping your lawn healthy and looking great is a year-round challenge. A challenge that is easier to take on with the help of the Garden Center in Broken Bow. The last steps of the lawn care program need to be applied soon. When you buy both right now, you receive 15% off savings. Don't worry, it's okay to apply them without the previous steps. Weed Out for Broadleaf Weeds recovers your lawn from summer stress and kills weeds at the same time. Winterizer prepares your grass for the cold. Talk to them at the Garden Center in Broken Bow about these lawn applications and save 15%.
It's 8:30. You're listening to Casey and I, Broken Bow, Nebraska, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska. Thank you so much for doing that, and thank you, Casey, for coming in from Mid-Plains Community College. How you doing?
I am good, and thank you guys for allowing me to be such a pain.
Oh, you're not a pain.
I really am. I've changed time so many times here in the last few weeks, trying to come in. I have to find time when I can run out here. And I was texting Christy last night at almost 10 o'clock at night going, is there any way I can come a little earlier tomorrow? So
we're very flexible here.
Yeah.
So don't you worry about it.
But I hate to be a pain, but I really appreciate it.
You're not at all. Yeah.
It's a busy day. That's good, but
yep, busy week, busy day, but yeah, we are used to not knowing exactly what's going to happen when we start the show, so it works out fine for us. But it's good to have you in. Do you want to talk about golf before you talk college or after?
I can't even process what happened yesterday. I mean, these girls, they're just amazing. They're just, every time we think that they do, this is it, this is as best as it can get, then they do something better.
That's great. Now, we're talking about the Broken Bow girls golf team, and I'll just turn it over to you, Brent.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, for those of you who don't know, Casey is an assistant coach.
I help, yes.
Yeah, help with the Broken Bow girls golf program. Kelly Cooksley is a head coach. I know Brent Custer helps out as well.
It's a village, yes.
Yeah. And I don't know how to process it either, to be quite honest with you. Here's what happened yesterday. You go to Awari Dunes golf course at Axtell, and you participate in, I think they called it the Awari Challenge, is what they called it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in the first meet of the year, Broken Bow goes out to Meadowlark Hills at Kearney and breaks the team score record with a 340.
Yes.
That was a new record for team score.
Which, incidentally, we set the record last year at a 346, and that felt like it was so hard to get that. I mean, it was just like, how can we better this? How can we get any better? And we set that record, and everybody was so happy. And then the first meet, as you said, we go out and break it.
So they shoot 340. But I think we should mention, too, they played their home meet earlier this week and shot a 347, which just ain't too shabby, and won the Broken Bow invite. So you go out yesterday. Folks, this was their team score, 318. 318.
If you're not a golfer, you might be, those numbers might not, they might not mean a whole lot to you. But
yeah, but listen, 340. 318.
Yeah,
that's a big difference. And I know the course. I know the course is different, but still, it's Awari Dunes. I haven't played it personally, but there's certainly challenges to it.
There are. It's what we call the wooga, which is the native grass, and it's everywhere. And so if you are off, you're going to have trouble in a course like that, in a dunes course like that, and So the way that golf works, if you're not familiar, is you take 5 people and you count the 4 lowest scores. And so par is 72 in general. So you're kind of playing against, 72 times 4 is the pinnacle of what you can get. And so you're kind of playing against that 288 number. That's basically perfect. Of course, you can go lower than that, but essentially that's what you're looking for. And so, there are very, 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 very few teams actually, can do that, because to put together 4 low scores like that is very challenging. So yesterday, we did.
Yeah, well, it was great. Well, here were the scores that counted. Cameron Johnson, your daughter, was second with a 76.
Yes, and we should mention, too, the medalist played amazing. She's from Grand Island Central Catholic. She shot an even par round, but on her back nine, she shot a 34, which was below par. So very hats off to her.
And that was the Messere girl from Grand Island Central Catholic that won it.
Yes.
So Cameron shoots a 76, which, by the way, tied the individual low round for Broken Bow Golf, which Emery Custer set earlier this year with a 76 at Meadowlark Hills. Emery then shoots a 77 yesterday. And then behind that, you get an 82. I'm doing this off memory. You get an 82 from Taylor, right?
From Taylor
Schaaf.
By far a personal best.
I was going to say, got to be her best.
She was kind of in shock when she walked in,
And then Molly Custer shoots an 83. So the highest score that you counted was an 83, which blows my mind. And then Lainey Palmer, who was your fifth golfer, finishes in the top 15 and shoots a 91, which is a phenomenal score.
Yeah, she also chipped in for birdie yesterday, so hats off to Lainey. Yes.
So anyway, just congratulations on all of the success, and congratulations on yesterday, because as we know in the game of golf, you're not just competing against others, you compete against yourself. And when you set records like that, obviously it makes you feel good. And I've gotten to know some of these girls a little bit personally, and I know you guys as coaches. Hey, man, 318 was great, but hey, let's see if we can better that again. And I know that's the mentality the girls play with.
They really are. I mean, they're looking at themselves going, and sometimes people will say, well, a Warri's kind of an easy course. First of all, it's not an easy course. Second of all, they're seeing every course as, well, we can do this. We can all shoot in the low 80s, high 70s, maybe even low 70s. They're all saying that. And it just is really a testament to, if you want something and you want to be better, you go and work at it. And if you were to drive by the golf course at any given time this summer, it didn't matter if it was 8 in the morning or 8 at night or the middle of the afternoon, and when it was 105 degrees out, you'd find girls out there working, or over here at the driving range working, or playing tournaments and getting better all summer long. So they wanted it, they wanted to be better, and they went out and they're doing it. So, and just a bit of a humble brag. There was a meet at Awari earlier this season that was all Class A schools. It was a Kearney High invite. We would have placed second at that Class A meet.
Yeah, there you go.
So just saying.
That's fantastic. Golf, if you've played it at all, you understand what this accomplishment is. I understand why you were addressing the people who out there haven't played it, because you're going, hey, they go out, they walk up, they put the ball down on this little deal and they hit it. It's just sitting there. You just hit it as far as you want. It's way more challenging than that. And if you don't stay in the middle of the course, and if you don't know how to keep your emotions together when you get out of the middle into the rough, everything goes right down the drain.
Well, I think some of the hardest part mentally for any golfer, and especially the girls, is they know what they're shooting as they go along. Cameron will tell you, I knew I was one over, through this many holes. And then that starts creeping into your mind, and you're like, I can't hit this off I can't miss this, I can't do this. And that mental game, boy, it's a lot of pressure.
It is. A lot of people who are listening right now are going, yeah, I remember one night in league golf, I was through 7 and was par or just a little over par. I'd never golfed like that before in my life. And then on the last 2 holes, it all went to where.
Yes.
And I ended up 10 over. So to be able to concentrate and just keep capturing that concentration, it's something they're going to be using in life later on when they have other challenges, no doubt about it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And to the girls, of course, and the coaches and the village, as you mentioned.
Absolutely. It's hard on parents. Travis and I were driving along, and you can't talk to the girls, and so we're driving along, and I'm like, can we just go to the clubhouse? I don't want to watch this anymore. I mean, I do, but I don't. So
that's my favorite question to the girls when I talk to them. Sometime during the year, I always ask, so who stresses out more, you guys who are playing or your parents who are watching? And 10 times out of 10, the response is Mom and Dad.
Oh,
that's an easy one, yeah. Well, there's more to come. Some exciting days ahead.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Now, let's talk Mid-Plains Community College, because there's exciting things going on there as well. You've got things rolling along here. Jump right in and tell us what you want to highlight today.
Well, I wish I had a more exciting topic for today. After talking about all that, it's something that we have to talk about, and that is bills. bills are going out.
You have to pay for college?
Yes,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I didn't know that. Rats.
I know, and it's never. It's just something that we have to address, and students have to be prepared for, and they are. We're really working with students to make sure that they understand that, if you are a regular student, a Mid-Plains student, your bills are going to be coming due, and hopefully you have your financial aid in place or your scholarships, grants, whatever you're getting. Or a plan to pay for those. And if you are a high school student, who is responsible for your bills, for your college tuition bills, then you need to be prepared for that, and especially parents too. So parents, I'm kind of talking to you right now. You're going to be starting to see bills coming in the mail. You'll get a tuition statement that lists what classes your students are taking and how much they cost. This fall, Mid-Plains tuition and fee rate together, we just kind of package it together as one, is $114 per credit hour. If you are an early entry student taking a dual credit class, now this would be a class at Broken Bow High School with Mrs. Edwards, you're taking statistics. That is classified as a dual credit class, and so you are getting a $20 per credit hour discount on that class starting this fall. So your tuition rate will list at $94 per credit hour.
Okay.
And so if you are taking 3 credit hours, you take 94 times 3, or if you're a regular student, 114 times 3. It's also worth noting that if you're an early entry student and you are taking an online class or something else that is not designated as a dual credit class, then you will see that 114 rate reflected there. But please check your bills and make sure that those rates were applied appropriately. And if you see something that you question, you can give me a call. I'll probably pass you on to our business office to have them address it. But it is important to get those bills paid.
Yeah.
Sometimes, depending on how many classes you are taking, especially if you're a high school student, that number can add up. And so we just ask you to take a look at that and make a plan, basically. Get that bill paid before the semester's end, and you're going to be just fine. Don't let that bill extend after the semester, because then we start dealing with holds that are put on your account. And that's unfortunate, because then that stops you from taking a class next semester. So we don't want that to happen. So when you start seeing those bills, if you need a plan in place, you can give me a call. You can give the business office a call, and we can help you, decide how much you're going to pay this month, the next month, etc. But it's just important to have that in place. There are some scholarship opportunities available. We've awarded the Don Davis Scholarship. So we have 3 students that will be taking advantage of that. And if you qualify for a free or reduced lunch, you can also apply for the ACE Scholarship, which will cover tuition and fees for 1 class a semester. So that's also a good benefit. I always tell students, they always kind of look at me funny when I say this, but sometimes, grandmas and grandpas or aunts and uncles say, "What can I get you for your birthday?" or "What can I get you for Christmas?"
Yeah.
It's not AirPods or it's not a new pair of Nikes, but, maybe grandma or grandpa or someone would like to contribute and help you out with some of those tuition bills. So I know that's, not always the
Might be
most
one of the best
fun.
gifts, so best
Yes.
gifts ever, really.
And grandmas and grandpas like those
They
kinds
know
of
that,
things
yeah.
because, it helps them feel like they're getting their student a good start, and they are. So be watching for those. Get your bills paid. And sometimes we have people who say, "Well, I didn't get one in the mail, I didn't get a bill, or I've lost it or something." Your student can log in to their campus web account and see their statement at any time. You can also pay your bill online through campus web. You can call me in the office and I can take a card, or we can take a check or cash in our office.
Okay. All right.
So there you go.
Yeah, there's a business side to it.
There is. There is. I mean, unfortunately, college is not free yet.
But
maybe someday.
Maybe someday. And by the way, Mid-Plains Community College is a way to get your education started, if not finished, depending on what you want to do, at a lower rate than many other places, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. One other thing I want to mention, if I have a minute
Sure.
here. You've probably heard me talk about our QPR classes that we've had at the college. These are our suicide prevention courses. QPR stands for Question, Persuade, and Respond, and we've had a really a really nice following of people who are interested in taking those courses. A QPR class is for someone like you or me who we're not mental health professionals. We are not, trained doctors or counselors or things like that. We're just regular people who, if we were to encounter someone who is having a mental health crisis, having some knowledge and being able to question them, persuade them to get some help, and then make an active response to get them, out of that crisis situation. That's something that you and I can do as a regular person. And so those courses have been really well taken by folks in our area. We've had some grants that have helped pay for those, and so we've been able to offer those QPR classes for free. Recently, we also began a partnership with the Print Zutphen Mental Health Initiatives organization. They were very interested in our QPR classes and how we offer those. And I would just like to mention that they are having a fundraiser on Sunday, and you may have already talked about this, but just it's just something that has become sort of near and dear to us at the college. Their fundraiser is a sporting clay and a 5-stand shoot on Sunday. It's out at the One Box Shooting Complex. It begins at 9 a.m. and they shoot basically all day long. There are prizes. There's a lunch available. And then that evening at Kincaidor, there's a barbecue and raffle starting at 5:30. So they have a good social media presence. There's a website. I'm not going to say it here because it's quite long.
Okay.
But if you go onto their Facebook page, you can click on that website and get tickets, sign up. I think it's just a great cause to, start ending the stigma of mental health issues. So,
great timing. We were just talking about it this morning. September is Suicide Awareness Month.
Yes.
And today is the actual Suicide Awareness Day. So, we need to pay attention to it. Certainly more than September. And I think people are, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
I think we all worry about not seeing the signs of somebody we care and love that may be having some trouble that they think they can't deal with.
It's it's one of those things that people don't really like to talk about. It's even, nobody likes to even say the word suicide. Of course not. It's a tragic, traumatic event. And, that's what the goal is to end that stigma. Let's talk about it. Get it out in the open and let's talk. And, if more people are talking about it, then maybe somebody is listening and we can prevent even one.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Even just one.
Yep. So.
All right.
That's on Sunday, so please attend.
Take it in.
Yeah.
Got folks coming to town and they like to compete in the shooting. Take them out and
absolutely
enjoy and raise some money. And it's, I think the Brent Zutphen relationship is wonderful as well.
Yes, absolutely. Glad to do it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Anytime you can come on in. We'll get you in the door.
Perfect.
You know that. All right, we'll take a time out. Continue with these words on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Barney Health Mart, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, invites you to save during the month of September on Natrol products. Get a great night's sleep with Natrol. Sleep solutions for your whole family. Save $2 on any Natrol product when you use the coupon from the in-store ad. Products include melatonin and melatonin advanced. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow.
Caring for you and about you. Barney Health Mart.
Hi, Jodine from Beau Bouderie. Thank you again to all who stopped by to help us celebrate our 20-year anniversary. We had a blast. Here are our prize winners. $100 gift certificates, Sue Stevenson, Viking, Jerry Scott, Atrex, Joyce Richardson, Clark's, Marissa Ritter, Merrill's, Faye Beaumont, Teva Women's, Deb Hostick, Teva Men's, Rex Taylor, and Twisted X, Mary Miller. Congratulations! The fall shoes are arriving, so come see us at Beau Bouderie.
The Quilting Shack in Broken Bow invites you to join them for a clucking good time. with a hen party applique retreat. This awesome time will happen September 18th, 19th, and 20th. Cost is $150, and your lunch on Saturday and Sunday is included. The girls at the Quilting Shack would love to fill you in on the details, but get signed up soon because space in the hen house is limited. This will be a great time for experienced sewers and beginner applique as well. September 18th to the 20th, a hen party applique retreat at the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow.
Yeah. 10 minutes before the hour, as we roll through the show with more guests, Stephanie is here from the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. She heads things up there. How you doing, Steph?
Oh, pretty good, yeah.
Good, good. We were just kind of getting our word in for possibly being part of the ladies' steak fry. All the way back to Bob Bowles and I, we were always wanting to attend the ladies' steak fry rather than the guys.
Well, yeah, because we're a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, here's the deal. We promote it. We want to help you promote it. We can do a much more effective job promoting it if we know what happens there.
So you just really want a reconnaissance mission, then, is what's happening here. This isn't actually about like enjoying the steak fry or anything else. You just want to snoop. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'd like to see what it's like. Yeah.
Somewhat, I'd actually like a meal too while I'm there. But
so, ladies, I did mention to them maybe if they wanted to be our servers and wear a cute little outfit, that might work.
It all sounds good except for the cute little outfit.
I'm not comfortable with that.
No.
What kind of outfit you talking about?
I don't know, but my brain just gears are spinning. It's there's always options. There's always options.
Yeah.
Well, if we just crashed the party, would we be thrown out?
I would never throw you guys out.
Oh,
I would never, ever throw you guys out.
When is the ladies' steak fry?
That is our first discussion point today, so thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. Ladies' steak fry is this coming Monday, so Monday the 13th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 5:15 is the social hour for that, and then 6:30 is when the dinner starts. So we still have tickets available. So normally we've closed off tickets by now, but everybody has been just a little slothy lately.
There's a lot of things going on, so I can understand that. Yeah.
So please stop by. Reserve those tickets. Come. We're going to have a great time. We have a sangria that we're going to have as a drink, and then with the Broken Bow Golf Course, with it being at the Broken Bow Golf Course, they will have a full bar available for us. So if you don't want the sangria or tea, then you can obviously pop a beer and sit back and enjoy also. So.
They have Mountain Dew there because Brent likes to do shots of Mountain Dew when it gets crazy.
Yep. You're looking at me like
Mountain
we're...
Dew's not good for you.
What?
It's not good for you. It's not. Kidney stones. Don't do Mountain Dew.
Okay.
And hyperactivity.
And yeah. So are you kind of like a little gnome just scurrying around when you get the Mountain Dew?
No. I'm a responsible drinker.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So in other words, sangria is healthier than Mountain Dew.
See, that's what I was going to lead to. So
I think it is.
It has fruit.
Oh, really?
And
okay.
I mean, you really think about it. Wine, it's in the Bible.
Oh,
right. So.
Well, and it's also it's biblical,
right?
And it also is good for your heart.
Mm.
Yes.
And
it's red wine.
maintains your blood pressure a little bit, your cholesterol. It cleans out your veins. Mountain Dew plugs them up.
Okay. All right.
And it's good. I mean, sangria is just, it's yummy.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I don't know. I've never had it.
You should maybe. Well, do they, like, when you go to church?
Are you guys just finding another way to crash the party? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know.
Don't they have real wine at your communion?
No.
What do they go with, Mountain Dew?
Grape juice.
Oh, grape juice.
Yes.
Okay.
When did this become an assault on Brent for the fact that he doesn't consume alcohol?
I think you boys have gotten off topic.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the ladies.
Let's get back to where we need to go.
I don't even work here, and I'm kind of like taskmastering.
You are.
Man, okay. So, lady steak fry, yes, at the Broken Bow Golf Club.
Mhm.
And ladies, please, leave your husbands at home. Come, enjoy. We're going to have great laughs, great food, great wine.
You gonna play some games?
No, you know what?
You're not gonna
we
do that,
just
that's
no, we're not going to play games this time. We're just really looking for some nice social interaction to be able to really sit down and be able to talk to each other.
That makes sense.
Got the kids left at home, the hubbies left at home, the
Work
significant
behind
others,
you.
whatever else.
Yeah.
Kick back and just enjoy each other's company. We haven't gotten to do that a lot lately, so
they need to drop by.
they don't even have to bring their own knife.
Oh, really?
Steak knives provided?
Steak knives provided. I thought it was a little creepy that y'all used to bring your own knives before.
We did. In fact, I remember the very first steak fry I went to. I had just started working here, and Dave and Bob took me over. Well, it was at the golf course back then,
back
too.
then.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many of us shared Bob's pocket knife, but there were several of us. We just started passing it around.
I imagine you guys with like a steak gripped in one meaty hand and a beer in the other, and you're kind of gnawing on the steak
There
without
were plenty of people who did it that way.
That's weird. Yeah, but I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
So you're providing the steak knives. The ladies don't even have to worry about that.
No.
Just going to come and have a nice talk, conversation.
Absolutely.
Mingle with friends.
Door prizes. Yeah.
Oh, door prizes.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So
That sounds fun.
it will be.
It
It'll be
starts
a lot
again
of
at
fun.
what time?
It's social hour
Mhm.
is at 5:15, and the dinner will be 6:30.
We can just swing over after work.
You know, men's steak fry is the 20th. It's the next Monday. Times are the same, but instead of social hour, I think we called it something else. Happy hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's got to be a little different for the guys.
Yeah.
Women are we're a little more sophisticated.
You are.
So,
I admit that. Yes.
Yeah. That's where we were going with that.
Okay, so Monday. Now, the time is short to get tickets. What do you recommend?
Call us 872-5691 at the chamber office. I'm going to be there. We have a new administrative assistant, Lacey Fiorelli, is there. So she can answer the phone too. She can get you set up with those tickets. Tickets are $25 a piece. Call us. We're more than happy to get you set up in there.
Do you need a ticket, or if someone decides at the last minute they'd like to go, can they pay at the event, or do you need a ticket?
Honestly, if you decide on Monday that you want to come, give us a call.
Okay.
Because we don't want to surprise Steve Fowler with 40 more steaks that we need at the last minute. But I think that we'll still be pretty okay. Really like to get him in today, just so that I'm not making grocery cart really,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I ask you
scurry.
a question? Are the steaks for the ladies as big as the steaks for the guys? Are they
No.
the same size?
No.
They're smaller?
They are a little smaller, yeah.
Do you think that's, in today's world, do you think that's okay?
Yeah.
I mean, equal rights for men and women as far as steaks go?
Well, so the men get T-bones because, it's kind of that caveman
They like to
persona
hold, yeah.
anyway. They're
going to hold on to it.
Right,
It'll work better.
exactly. So, you've got the bone in there too that's making that steak look a little larger than...
Okay,
than,
so weight-wise, it may be the same. And what are the ladies having? A petite?
We have, I'm feeling like I'm...
Steph's going, why did I even show up here today?
Why did I do this?
Yeah.
A New York strip maybe for the ladies. That'd be nice.
It's social. I mean, we're elegant.
Could I ask you a favor?
Absolutely.
I know you're not going to play games, but back in the day when we, over at the country club years ago, the guys was held there as well. And after we ate, then we would play those yard darts that they no longer allow you to use because they are like weapons, because you could stab each other with them.
Right.
But
women don't
they wouldn't
stab
do that.
each other with them.
No, but they had
yeah.
arm wrestling afterwards. Do you think the ladies would be up for some arm wrestling?
I can ask them. but that would be kind of a spontaneous thing. I think it's going to depend on how much sangria flows.
I'd like to take on Kim Shipwright.
I think she'd take you down.
She might, but I'd like to try.
Yeah. Well, they always have the cornhole there, so I know that would be available if we really got all frisky and wanted to play some type of game. But
frisky?
My goodness, I don't know where this segment has went, but
so y'all know about the pep rally that's happening today?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
You want to make the transition to that?
Obviously, yeah. I'm trying to move you two along because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is. It's homecoming week. It's always exciting when you got homecoming, and I know that this I think started several years ago. But having the big homecoming pep rally right downtown,
I love this.
It's a lot of fun.
That they're actually like bringing all of the community in for it. It makes it, when I was in school a million years ago, according to Dave.
I didn't say that.
Homecoming was, was all about the kids, and that was great and all. But the fact that now parents and just all community members can gather and really support those athletes. And homecoming, really, the fact that they've been doing the window painting for everything, it reminds you that homecoming isn't just about football. They've got golf, they've got volleyball, they've got basketball, they've got track, they've got lots of running things that I just don't understand because there's no bears involved. But, they've got so many athletes in our schools, and to support them and give them that extra go get them, I think is awesome. Awesome that we do that.
I think the king and queen that will be crowned could come from FBLA or art.
Absolutely.
Not just the sports teams as well. So it's inclusive to almost everyone.
Yeah, you're right. And having somebody that's kind of an arts and drama person here, and I didn't even include them. Wow, that's bad for me.
No.
So good job. Yes.
Yeah, because we talked about it the other day, and I think Brent mentioned when he was going to school, it was only the sports departments that were considered for king and queen, and it's been justified. That's the way it should. Everybody should.
Absolutely.
Be
yeah. I like the fact that we've got band and choir and all of them in there. It's really neat. It is really neat.
What time is the pep rally this afternoon?
So the kids will leave the school about 12:50, is my understanding. Walk down to us. Brent, you are actually going to be out there. I hear that you are one of our Gavin.
I'm judging
you
something.
You are one of the judges.
Yes.
For the banners.
Yes.
So at Legends is where you guys will be for judging the banners as they come through. Okay. You'll give them their scores, and then we'll tally them up. And Vita Fales, our president, our board president, will do a welcome and then let them all know who the winner of the banner contest is.
Okay.
Banner competition.
We'll be taking down our PA system for that. We've been doing that for a number of years, and Jeremy will be down there with Brent, and it's going to be fun.
I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So I've never actually been able to attend one.
You'll like it.
So, yeah.
They do skits and have contests, and the teachers get up there and the kids get a clap or a boo or whatever they feel like doing. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We also get to have Keith Ellis, the new CEDC director. He's going to be one of our judges also.
Oh, good.
So, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I think it's really neat that he's agreed to do that, and we'll be there. So.
Well, he's alumni, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so are you.
I am. You're right.
Man, is it hot in here? Thinking about arm wrestling the chicks at the steak fries got me a little worked up.
Wow. I did not get that out of his head. I tried. Ladies and gentlemen, I worked really hard on that.
So the women's steak fry is this coming Monday, the 13th.
Yep, the 13th.
And then the men's will be the following week on the 20th. And
That's correct.
You're selling tickets for it, too.
Yes, absolutely.
Now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Come grab them. I don't think Casey and I has bought any tickets yet.
I know. I have to ask these folks if they want to go, and then I'll tell them, well, go ahead and go. Dig into your pocket and go. I don't care.
Whoa.
Just call me Jack Benny.
I've been waiting to
Johnny
be
Long Pockets.
Yeah. I've been waiting to be invited to the steak fry by our boss, and I haven't received an invitation yet.
Ouch.
Well, talk to Jeremy. He's the station manager.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Then he'll come and ask if it's within our budget. And I'll
So see, it's ultimately going to come back to you.
And he'll reach into that long pocket of his and saying, all I feel is fuzz.
Well, actually, I had an embarrassing moment last night. There was some very nice ladies next to the table. Larry Bauer, our sales consultant, was here, and we got together at the restaurant last night to kind of go over what took place the last couple of days. And it was a very nice group of young, they were about, my age or somewhere around there. I wouldn't say they're young, but I knew all of them. And I was planning on buying their dinner. And when I ran my credit card through after the dessert that Larry and I had, it took a little scratch into the bar and the credit card would not work.
Oh.
I told him if next time I see him, I'll buy them dinner, but I was unable to last night. But the thought was there.
Well, it is the thought that counts.
That's what one of them said.
How did that scratch come about?
Well, I accidentally raked my fork across it.
That was my question. Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Because so many people use their credit card as the knife in their meal so that they can rake their fork across it.
Back before you provided steak knives, that's the way some of us cut our steak
I'm
at
sure.
the steak fry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, American Express is very versatile. MasterCard even more.
Well, there you go. See?
Nothing
Yet
slices
another
through
way.
a steak like a Visa.
Oh, boy.
my goodness.
What fun. Well, we're actually, other radio stations will be going nuts right now because we're 7 minutes past the hour and we haven't even played the news yet. We don't care.
Well, so can I give you a couple more items?
Sure.
Very quickly. Next week is our last Market on the Square for the season. So want to make sure everybody is aware of that. There are some great vendors out there that have some really neat items that can be gifts for Christmas, because that is right around the corner.
It is.
Yeah.
You're right.
So last Market on the Square, and they'll end with early Head Start coming to the square at 1 o'clock to give some information there. It says, come have a ball with us at Market on the Square from 1 to 3. So I am not quite sure what they have in mind, but that's going to be kind of fun to end the season with, an organization that supports childcare here in Broken Bow and in Custer County. So really excited to have them here. And then I wanted to just remind people that the Elks Lodge is going to be starting their winter coat drive. So that starts September 20th. So you've got a little bit of time to clean out those closets and look through dig through your baskets to find if the hats still fit and the gloves are okay. Anything that you want to donate can be taken to the Custer County Chief. They will be accepting donations. They will then take them to Community Connection, which is available for anyone who needs. Anyone who is in need of those winter items can go there and retrieve those items. There is no cost to the public. It is solely there as a benefit to those that need it.
Okay.
So
very nice. Very good. Good to get an early start, too. I think this is the way to do it, and people can kind of clean through the fall and clean out the things they're not using anymore.
Well, and it's a good way for us to really, you start looking at that now, and I know for me, my boys grow,
pretty fast.
2 to 4 sizes in 1 year, and I go to put those snow pants on and have to add, bread bags to the bottom with the duct tape because, otherwise 4 inches of their legs will be frozen with snow pack.
It's amazing we'll go to where they can be.
So if I look at it now, I
Yeah.
can donate those snow pants and purchase another one from Orshlands and actually have them well dressed
There you
instead
go.
of looking like hobos.
All right. September 20th, it starts. That's also the day of the guys'
Steak
fry.
Right.
The ladies coming up this Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tickets at the chamber.
tickets at the chamber. And you have a new administrative assistant.
We do. Lacey Fiorelli accepted the position as our administrative assistant. So she is there Monday through Friday. Just really enjoying. This is her first full week. Well, I mean, we're not here Labor Day, but this is her first full week of working with me, and she has not left the shop screaming,
bolted.
pulling her hair yet. So I'm taking that as a win.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I wonder, would you ask her a question for me? Would it be all right if on the breakfast show we called her Spacey Lacey? Would you ask her?
I'm going to let you be the one to ask that question. Yeah, I want to keep my employee.
Okay.
So I think that one is going to be, that's all on you.
Okay.
And pep rally today.
Pep rally today. Be there or be square.
Okay. Or just come down to the square.
Yeah.
Be there at the square.
Gosh,
there you go.
I just resisted. I just resisted something a moment ago, guys. You know, I was thinking about donating to the coat drive and so forth, and I was going to give Fran a hard time, but I'm not going to. It was because it was about. Never mind. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Biden will require businesses with more than 100 workers to mandate COVID immunizations or provide weekly testing. Republican Governor Doug Ducey says it's not the president's decision to make.
Governors don't report to Joe Biden. Governors don't report to the federal government.
Tomorrow marks 20 years since 9/11. CBS News national security contributor Michael Morrell says Al-Qaeda will find a safe haven in Afghanistan now that the Taliban controls the country. He says the U.S. needs to use intelligence and maybe even the military to break down the group.
If we do that, they won't be a threat. If we don't, they could be a threat within 12 months.
The remnants of Tropical Depression Mindy brought heavy rain to Charleston, South Carolina. The rain caused road closures in the city. The storm made landfall Wednesday night in the Florida Panhandle. CBS News Brief, I'm Wendy Gillette.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
Starting with a bit of breaking news from the NFL, the Baltimore Ravens are signing running back Latavius Murray to a one-year deal, according to multiple reports. They've been bitten severely by the injury bug, especially at running back. Last night, the NFL season kicked off with some great action from Tampa. Cowboys made a game of it. They took a 1-point lead with less than a minute and a half to go in the game, but Tom Brady drove the Buccaneers down the field, giving Ryan Suckup a chance to kick the game-winning 36-yard field goal. Tampa Bay beat Dallas 31-29. There were combined 74 completions. That's the most ever in a single NFL game. Had baseball action as well. The Toronto Blue Jays won their 8th straight game, beating the Yankees 6-4. Jays trail New York by a half game in the race for the final wild card spot in the American League. Jock Peterson's walk-off single gave the Braves a 7-6 win over Washington.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunny today, high of 93. Tonight, mainly clear, low near 65. Sunny on Saturday, high of 94. Saturday night, becoming cloudy. Slight chance of a shower thunderstorm, low near 61. Occasional sun Sunday, high near 79. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy, low of 56. Slight chance of showers and storms on Monday, with a high near 85. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer specializing in pivot maintenance and repair. But did you know they are also licensed electricians that can do all electrical work that is agricultural, commercial, and even residential? Yes, that means new houses and remodels too. Get a free quote within 24 hours and Custer Electric will have you on your way to your new home. You did your pivot maintenance, you made it through service season. Now it's time for grain bin season. Custer Electric and Irrigation sells Conrad American grain bins and will service any and all grain bins you may need worked on this year. New bins, rewires, fans, motors, capacitors, belts, pulleys, and everything in between. Lance and crew will do it all at a price that's fair to you. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your one-stop shop for all electrical, agricultural, and commercial needs. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or go to CusterEI.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:14 is our time. 58 degrees outside already. It's going to get a little warm today, but not as warm as tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be one of the hottest Husker games probably on record.
Yeah, I saw in Lincoln that it's supposed to be like 10 degrees warmer in Lincoln than it is here tomorrow. I think it's supposed to approach 100 is what I heard.
Boy, they're
so
going to
that'll be hot.
Drink a lot of water and get ready for some cramps.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, and it's a mid-afternoon game too. Doesn't start till 2:30. So, and you can listen to it live on KBBN 95.3 FM. Huskers Radio Network will have the call. Pregame at 12:30 tomorrow. Kickoff just after 2:30.
Ever tell you about Stan at the Whiskey Barrel?
Yeah, we've talked about Stan several times. Is there some new information you'd like to pass along?
Well, there's almost always new information with Stan. He's not only a walking encyclopedia, he is like a hard drive consuming data. He's just a wealth of information, and it never quits coming in and going out.
See, there's Google, there's Wikipedia, but in Broken Bow, Nebraska, there's Stan.
Yeah, Stan is the man. Better than any computer you'll put your hands on, better than that smartphone you have in your hand. If you want to have, you can get the information from those places you just mentioned. It's just, hopefully hard facts. But with Stan, you get the actual conversation and feel of what the subject you're talking about is all about. Now, that's one of the things he offers, invaluable information. But he also has spirits for sale. And he also has Mountain Dew if you want to go ahead and plug up your veins.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, Stan can talk to you about that. He could probably explain to you why maybe a particular wine he has is better for you than the Mountain Dew you're drinking.
Okay.
I don't know, you drinking a lot of Mountain Dew?
I can't tell you the last time I had a Mountain Dew,
Well, that's
honestly.
Good. That's good. I can't tell you I can too tell you the last time I had what my folks used to call a highball.
Oh.
I guess it was Jones' folks was, hey, let's have a highball. But a highball could be a mix of root beer and Mountain Dew.
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
Anyway, ask Stan about it. He would know. Say, hey, Stan, if you mix root beer and Mountain Dew together, is that a highball? He would know.
No, there you go.
He knows everything. So get in there, get some information, get your spirits, and while you're there, just be assured that you're paying a fair price for any of your favorite beverages at the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow. They are open 7 days a week, located right across from Gateway Motors and right next to Vet Care and Subway. And that would be right near the First Avenue stoplight. Sylvester's is right up the street, up the highway, actually, Highway 2, which is Broadway Street, if you really think about it that way.
Oh.
So if we could sing, we would sing Sylvester's is on Broadway, but we won't do that. What are they doing this weekend?
Well, they got music tonight. Tim Zach, do I say that right? Zach?
Yep.
Tim Zach will be at Sly's tonight from 9 until 1. You might remember Tim with Whiskey Bent. He was with them in the past. Now he's headed back to Sylvester's for a great time with you. He'll be performing tonight from 9 until 1. So enjoy the music of Tim tonight, 9 to 1 at Sylvester's in Broken Bow. And you know Freddie, he's got the game on tomorrow when
bet.
Nebraska plays Buffalo. So head on over to Sly's and enjoy the game with the gang. They'll have their first and third quarter happy hours going on, and, of course, free munchies to enjoy during the game. That'll be tomorrow at Sly's, but Tim Zach will be performing tonight from 9 until 1. So check it out at the Quiet Little Place
That rocks!
Sylvester's.
I know you're familiar with Ron Coleman.
I do know Ron.
You know
I know
Ron.
Ron very, very well. Wonderful guy.
He is a lover of baseball and other sports.
Yes.
But he also is a lover of farming and a little bit of ranching along the way. Mm-hmm. And I understand he may be looking for some help.
You would be correct. Looking for a motivated farm and ranch employee. Experience is preferred, but they're willing to train the right person. CDL would be helpful, but it's not required. Offering competitive pay based on experience with some benefits. This is a year-round position, could be full-time or part-time. For more information, call Ron at 308-872-6028, or you can just text him if you wish at 870-2785. Let me give you the numbers one more time. Phone number is 872-6028. You can text 870-2785. Looking for a motivated farm ranch employee.
Thank you, Brent.
Oh, you're welcome, Dave.
Seems like we enjoy pizza 7 days a week, but especially going into the weekend. Maybe you've had a long week and you get Friday night and you're sitting around, you're thinking, what are we going to fix tonight? Or maybe it's Saturday and you're going, it's just been a crazy week. What would you guys like to munch on tonight? Well, the Pizza Hut's there for you. They've been in town here. They're probably one of the first franchise restaurants in Broken Bow, and they're still serving strong. And Chantel is leading the way at the Pizza Hut.
How many times in your household have you went, what do you want to eat? Well, I don't know. And then pretty soon it ends up with, let's just order pizza.
That's right.
Huh?
And the nice thing about pizza, Brent, you know this, is that you can make everybody happy. Maybe somebody likes a lot of meat, so you got one with sausage and hamburger and mushrooms on it. But maybe somebody doesn't like mushrooms, and so you get another pizza with cheese and pepperoni on it.
Yep. And right now you can get the Detroit-style pizza. It's back at Pizza Hut, the rectangular deep dish pizza with a crispy, cheesy crust edge, layered with toppings and cheese all the way to the edge, and finished with a premium diced tomato sauce on top. So check it out. The Detroit-style pizza is back at Pizza Hut. Also, don't forget about their fast lunch menu. That's really taken off. They'll have things hot, fresh, and ready to go quick for you to get you on your way during the lunchtime. They do that Monday through Friday. Prices starting at around $5, and they offer a lot of variety, too. Pizza, sandwiches, some pasta, I think, is on that fast lunch menu as well. And you can add a fountain drink to it for $1 more with whatever you order. They do that from 11 until 2, Monday through Friday. Also, Chantil would also like to remind everyone that they offer a 10% military and first responder discount, but you have to ask for it. She invites you to stop in and see the patriotic store decorations, as she is proud to support our troops. So check it out, Pizza Hut, Broken Bow, Nebraska, 872-6472.
Speaking of Patriots Day coming up tomorrow, 9/11, we want to invite you to join Gavin Higgins at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning on KCNI for a 3-hour special program dedicated to the 9/11 tragedy. And he's got everything set up and ready to go. You won't want to miss it. That starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow on KCNI 1280 AM, 96.3 FM, and online. If you have some relatives that cannot pick up the signal, no problem. KCNI1280.com. Download that free app, and they can put it on any of their devices and listens to KCNI anywhere they go. Well, we spent a lot of time on this show lately talking about job availabilities. And there's just such good jobs. These jobs that we're talking about are high quality, good paying jobs, and many times with good benefits. Do you have any more to talk about this morning, Brad?
I do. A couple with great places to work at, folks. So let's start with BD right here in Broken Bow. Dave and I have said it many times. I'm sure many of you out there have done it as well. Where would Broken Bow be without BD? And they have opportunities for you to join their great team. They offer, of course, competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits, some of which include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. And they're offering right now a new hire sign-on bonus equaling $1,000. They pay it out this way: $250 after 30 days, $250 more after 6 months, and then $500 after 1 year. Apply online at bd.com/careers. Also, they do something neat every first and third Wednesday of the month. They just hold kind of an open interview session right there at BD. So you can apply for jobs at bd.com/careers or just attend one of their open interviews that they hold on the first and third Wednesday of each month. And you can also check out this listing in full by going to our website, which is sandhillsexpress.com, and click on the employment page. And when you go to that page, you'll also see these job opportunities posted. Still looking for a grant writer in Loop City. This is through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. This would be a full-time, 40-hour-per-week position, offering great benefits including health, dental, life, and vision insurance, a flexible 4-day working schedule, and employer-matched retirement. That's just to name a few of the benefits. You would be preparing federal, state, and local grant proposals that require extensive data collection and analysis, seek new funding sources, including fundraising possibilities and expansion of current funding. Must have a high school diploma or equivalent. They would prefer someone with an associate's or bachelor's in journalism, creative writing, or marketing. Also at CNCAP, they are also continuing to look for an infant, toddler, temporary cook. This is a 40-hour-per-week position in Broken Bow. Starting pay will be $11.36 per hour. Must have a high school diploma or equivalent and a valid Nebraska driver's license. You would be purchasing food and prepare meals, responsible for cleaning classroom, dishes, laundry, etc., and work a minimal time in the classroom with children ages 6 weeks up to 3 years old. For an application, contact CNCAP Human Resource Department at 745-0780. Their extension is 0. Or you can go to their website and apply online. That is centralnebraskacap.com.
The other day we were talking about words that have no other words that rhyme with. In other words...
Yeah, you mentioned orange.
Orange was
I think
one
was
of them,
one
yeah.
that you said.
Is there a word that rhymes with Velma?
Well, all I can come up with is another name, and that would be Thelma. I don't know.
Selma, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that actually...
Yeah, I don't know.
Thelma, Velma, and Selma. You know, you could have a shirt made with those names on it.
Yes.
And put at the bottom, these rhyme.
Uh-huh.
And you could have them embroidered so that people could really see it because it pops right out.
You could.
Where would you go to get Velma, Thelma, and Selma embroidered on your shirt?
Well, I would go see Velma at Circle V Stitch and Post, located just north of Broken Bow out on Paulson Road. Ready to go to work for you, ready to get your creation started. There's no reason to head out of town. Stop by and take a look at Velma's in-stock merchandise or shop her many catalogs of quality merchandise to find the perfect apparel or item that you would like to personalize. Velma carries cowhide, too, that you can put your brand on, including cowhide placements, coasters, table runners, and area rugs. Unique and great quality, along with a variety of styles. Also, at the store, Velma has some more Western items, such as some beautiful glassware, in-stock pitchers, cups, and other glassware, perfect for creating your Western look. So she has things even more than just embroidering a shirt or a jacket for you. So check those things out. It's at Circle V Stitch and Post, again, just north of Broken Bow out on Paulson Road. To get your creation started today, call Velma at 872-6173.
Can you think of a word that, other than spacey, rhymes with lacy?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, Tracy? I don't know.
Well,
that's another name, though.
Name.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Sorry.
Well, you know, you seem that maybe I shouldn't nickname Lacey down at the chamber as Spacey Lacey. I was trying to come up with another name. But
nicknames are your thing. They're not my thing.
Well, Happy Appy wouldn't even exist if I wouldn't have brought it up many years ago.
Now that was my old that was my old PE teacher.
He called you Happy Appy?
Yep.
Before I did?
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Hervert, Chuck Hervert, was my 7th grade and 8th grade science teacher. He was junior high basketball coach when I was going through school. Great guy. And I'm pretty sure he was the one that we were in PE class one afternoon, and he just out of the blue, he just called me Appy, and it stuck.
But did he call you Happy Appy?
No, Happy Appy came when I started, when I ran for junior high student council. We had
that was your logo?
You had to, be happy, vote for Appy.
Oh.
That was kind of my slogan.
I see.
And so that's kind of where Happy Appy came from.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. You could have that conversation around a table and a cup of coffee over in Arnold.
You could.
And Brad Atkins could sit there, and I'm sure he'd come up with some thoughts about that.
Yeah.
But the one thing, if he was at the table, you'd have to pay for his coffee or he wouldn't have any.
Oh.
Because I guess once in a while he has a bagel.
Oh.
But I think he's a coffee drinker.
Mm.
But he goes into Brubaker's Coffee House and gifts almost every day because it's such a wonderful place to be.
It is a great place to be. And you know what? They've been around for 3 years now.
Impossible.
Yes. And they're doing a couple of things to celebrate. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, celebrating their 3-year anniversary. Congratulations, ladies. Great place in Arnold. A lot of people enjoy going in and enjoying a delicious drink and a delicious treat. They got breakfast burritos. They got bagels. They got your delicious coffees, teas, smoothies. Right now, you can receive 20% off merchandise from now until tomorrow, Saturday the 11th. Some exclusions apply. Also, you can stop by and register to win a $50 gift certificate at Brubaker's. Make sure you like them on Facebook. Be checking out their Facebook page for details and to take a trip down memory lane with pictures of how far they've come. You'll find them in Arnold, Nebraska. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts, open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5. Open on Saturday, 9 until 3.
All right. Let's talk sports one more time. We have the pep rally coming up for Broken Bow's homecoming. That's this afternoon down in the city square. We talked about that. And then the actual ball game tonight. As you mentioned yesterday, I believe it was, that there's one matchup that has been consistent throughout the years. That is Broken Bow and Ogallala. Or excuse me, Broken Bow and Gothenburg.
There you go. Yes, it would be the Indians and the Swedes. And they'll get together tonight for the annual Broken Bow homecoming football game. Mark Russell Field will be the place. Kickoff is set for 7. And we will broadcast it for you on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com, just like we do each and every Broken Bow football game again this year, home and away. And so you can listen to it live tonight on KCNI. Our coverage will begin with the Custer Federal State Bank Friday Night Lights pregame show at 6 on KCNI. And then on KBBN radio, the guys will go down the highway just a bit, and we'll have Anselmo Myrna against South Loop. Sports Co-op, of course, with Callaway and Arnold. A nice Custer County matchup for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and on the web at kbbn.com. Kickoff for it is also set for 7 o'clock, and we'll have the Consolidated Companies Friday Night Lights pregame show on KBBN starting at 6 as well.
All right, Brent, thanks much.
Mm-hmm.
Also want to remind you folks, too, don't forget to register. You can do it each and every day for a chance to win. Let me just change screens here for you folks watching. For you folks listening, I'll describe it to you. It is a 55-inch Samsung 4K smart TV that we're going to be giving away on October 18th. And we'll also be giving away a Performance 65-liter ice bin cooler. The TV comes from Lines Appliance. The cooler comes from Beaver Bearing. And then Jeremy has rounded up Bose and JBL Bluetooth speakers, 4 of those that we'll be giving away on the 18th as well. And you can register by going to sandhillsexpress.com/contests or drop by these wonderful businesses. They include Nebraska State Bank in Broken Bow at both locations, A1 Auto Repair in Arnold, The Grocery Cart, Lily Kate Boutique, Muddy Creek Auto, Geared for Sports, Triple Bless Boutique, and Chapin's Furniture all have registration containers in the stores where you can register for a chance to win those great prizes. The drawing will be on October 18th on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And again, tonight, don't forget, tomorrow, it's the Broken Bow Boosters Tailgate Party. Excuse me. And that takes place with social time at 5:30. If you're not social, you can go about 6:30. Okay. Dinner at 7. Banquet tickets are $25. You can get a table of 8 for $175. I think time is running out. You want to give them a call. Get a hold of a Booster Club member to purchase tickets or to reserve a table. And you can also go tomorrow night and buy the tickets that you
I think so,
need.
yeah.
I think so.
They'll get you in if you want to attend.
You must be 21 to attend. This year's raffle will include a $2,500 that can be spent at local businesses. That's a great idea.
Yes.
Must spend a minimum at $500 at any business. That's another great idea. Tickets for those are $10. All the proceeds go towards a new football scoreboard / video board at Mark Russell Field in Broken Bow. Huskers play tomorrow. We'll have the game for you on at, 2:30?
Yeah, kickoff will be just after 2:30. Coverage on the network will begin at 12:30.
Okay. Now, one last thing I wanted to talk to you about, Brent.
Oh, good.
There's a study.
Oh, no, another study.
Yep, a study.
I don't like these. I mean, last time you gave information from a study, the next thing I know, you're going to make me eat sushi. So I don't know. What study is it?
Well, we're going to have to eat that sushi soon. I think Steve Fowler's getting impatient. So we need to get out there and slide down that sushi together.
Great.
Now, back to the study this time around.
Okay.
The states where you'll most likely be killed by an animal.
Okay.
Take a guess. I always kind of put you on the spot.
Well, I guess my mind first goes to somewhere like Montana or Wyoming. I guess is where my mind would go first.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you. But if you have fear of getting mauled to death by an animal, stay away from Texas.
Oh.
Yeah. According to a new study, it's the number one state for deadly animal attacks. The list was compiled using 20 years of CDC animal attack data. California came in second.
Oh, really? Now that I wouldn't have guessed.
Followed by Florida, and bears, sharks, and snakes were the leading culprits. So you can see where California might be people out swimming.
Now, Florida, when I think about it, I think of gators.
Gators
in Florida.
Big snakes.
Yeah.
Politicians.
Yeah.
And if you want to live safely, you can go to Delaware. They have very little animal attacks.
Oh, okay.
North Dakota doesn't have very many because they don't have a lot of people.
Oh.
I mean, it's sparsely populated, a lot of open country out there. And Rhode Island have not had a single animal on human attack in 20 years. I don't believe that, but that's the study. The reason I don't believe that, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, all of those places, Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, you're up in the mountains and there's mountain lions and bears and all sorts of things. I think a lot of, in this case, those attacks happen, maybe somebody doesn't get killed and so it just doesn't ever make the data. But I can't believe that there isn't animal attacks in some of the states that you and I were thinking about, Montana, Wyoming, where people go out into the mountains, into the wilderness, and, try to coexist with the animal kingdom. But that's what the study said, so we're going to go with it because that's what the study said.
All right.
And I think that's all the really interesting stories I have for you today. I was going to play Nirvana, but I could see your lips kind of curl when I mentioned Nirvana. You're not a big Nirvana fan, are you?
No, I never really got into the grunge music back in the 90s.
You don't want to wear
but
like
that's okay. I mean, other people did, so Not everybody wants to listen to Don Williams every day like I do. So
I think you'd look good in a tattered plaid long sleeve shirt with a T-shirt underneath with holes in it.
My hair over my eyes.
I don't know if that's possible anymore, Brent.
Ouch. Ow. That hurt. It's true, but it still hurt.
Well, I'm glad because I was feeling repressed because I really wanted to do the joke about you donating coats to kids.
I know it was going to have something to do with my height or something and how my coat was going to be too small for somebody. I'm sure that's where you were going.
Well, with coats, size does matter. I mean, come on. We'll take a quick time out.
Okay.
We'll be back.
In the waning moments of the growing season, it's time to start thinking about soil health, as well as fall and winter grazing options. Aero Aviation of Broken Bow can fly on cover crop mixes into your standing crops right now. Then you have seeds sprouted before harvesting the main crop, giving the mix a longer growing season. Call Aero Aviation for more at 872-5113.
Imagine this. You go to your mailbox only to find a check for big bucks. You're thinking, hey, this could be my lucky day. Well, if you get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, it's probably not your lucky day. In fact, you're probably about to be the next victim of a scam. Did you know that scammers may not initially ask you for money, but instead they give you money? Asking you to deposit funds into your account is the first step of many financial scams. At Nebraska State Bank, we're here to help and protect when someone is trying to make you their next scam victim. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Exceptional Senior Living is off-Broadway assisted living in Broken Bow. They have a few beautiful and spacious apartments available now. They'd love to visit with you if you are thinking it's time for a more secure and safe environment for yourself or a loved one. They also have a wonderful dining room with a great kitchen staff and many activities available for their community members. Just Unveiled is their new virtual tour at offbroadwayapartments.com. They have pictures available on Facebook as well. For more information, call Off Broadway at 872-2522.
Pro football season's here, and pro roofers save valuable time with Beacon Pro Plus. Beacon Pro Plus works 24/7 for material ordering, order history, and automated promotion tracking, so you can get your favorite GAF roofing products even when working remotely. And now, order on Beacon Pro Plus and get a $175 gift card and a chance for a VIP pro football getaway. Gear up and raise your game with Beacon Pro Plus today. Build, score, and win at BECN.com.
Are you a true crime superfan? Join award-winning 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty on the My Life of Crime podcast. Named the 2021 Digiday Best Podcast, each episode pulls you straight into the investigations, including a New York City after-party gone horribly wrong, a cold-blooded teen killer looking for a retrial, and more. Season 3 coming this fall. Follow My Life of Crime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, here's the thing, Brent. I hate to be a skeptic and maybe an overreactor because there's so much of that going on these days. But I've noticed both Jeremy and Gavin wear these kind of wraparound sunglasses, real dark lenses on them.
Yeah, they're cool.
Well, yeah, but I bet they're those new Facebook sunglasses where they have the little cameras in them. I think they're...
Well, I think if there are two people on the planet who would really be into that, it would be Jeremy and Gavin. I can see them walking around. What was it, Ray-Ban?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ray-Bans that have the cameras in them. Yeah, I could see them wearing a pair of those.
And double that. I'm with you. Double that they're very techy. I think they're also creepers.
I don't know.
We'll be right back.
It's time to think farm safety. Every year, farm accidents are caused by untrained workers driving tractors in a dangerous manner. Rollover protective structures are no substitute for thorough training and careful supervision. This week and every week in 2021, remember, think and practice safety first.
Brought to you by Rich Renlet with Rain Dance Repair. Learn more about the new pivot controller from Beehive Ag by contacting Rich at 870-4455.
Monday nights are now famous for something else. Powerball. That's right, Powerball is adding Monday nights to the lineup so you have more days to play. Plus, with a starting jackpot in the millions, you don't want to pass up this chance to score a bundle of money. Get pumped for Powerball with drawings Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
Powerball from the Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
The bakers of Country Hearth and Village Hearth breads are proud to support local education with Loaves for Learning, the program that makes it easy to earn money for your school. Enjoy Country Hearth and Village Hearth all-natural breads, buns, bagels, and more. Then save the UPC from the package for your school to collect and redeem. Each is worth 5 cents and can be used for books, computers, sports, music, whatever your school needs. Up to $10,000 a year. Learn more at loavesforlearning.com. Country Hearth and Village Hearth breads, baking our best for you.
9:45. Brent, we have a question for our listeners out there who was talking about Gavin and Jeremy with getting these newfangled Facebook glasses.
Yeah, those fancy glasses.
Got the
sunglasses.
Get 30-second videos and something like 300 pictures. Oh, and Gavin's putting his wraparounds on right now. That's
Oh, is he?
That's creepy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, fancy.
Now, do you think as time goes along, when those are released to the public in a larger fashion, that they'll make glasses for us folks who have bifocals that will also Facebook?
Yeah, well, as you get older, at least for me, instead of those fancy little sunglasses that people like Jeremy and Gavin wear, I'm now to the age where you just get those clip-ons, that go on your glasses and clip. I wonder if they could put the cameras in those. Probably not. But I'm thinking maybe I had a pair of these one time. I don't know if I'm sure they're still used and out there.
Able to buy them at the drugstore.
They were actual sunglasses, but they were made big enough to where they would slide over the top of your glasses. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I had a pair of those. My girls just cringed every time I would go out in public with them on, but I loved them. So I'm thinking, for us older folks that have glasses and stuff, maybe they can make a pair of sunglasses like that for us.
You could put a pretty big-sized camera in those.
Oh, man. You could, have zoom.
Yeah.
On those.
So they could go creeping with those, but people would notice you a little more.
Probably.
Quick time out. We'll be back with some final thoughts here this morning on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And I'm not even sure final thoughts is the right word, but stay tuned.
Consistency. Plus, TerraSim is now available in our new hassle-free Direct Planter Box application for both corn and soybeans. From planting to harvest, do more in 2022 with TerraSim by New Leaf Symbiotics. Learn more by visiting TerraSim2022.com.
We're going to close the show. Brent and Dave wishing you the best for the weekend, right, Brent?
Yes, absolutely.
Tomorrow's a special day, 9/11, and I know there'll be a lot of songs played, a lot of tributes made, a lot of memories, both good and bad, that came out of 9/11. And so we hope that you'll be able to take time and think about that tomorrow with all the activities we've been talking about. One of my favorites from that time period is a song from Bruce Springsteen called My City of Ruin. And I'm going to play that to close the show, Brent. There'll be many other songs played, country, rock, pop, whatever. But this one I always thought really hit home right after 9/11. So take care, my friend.
Thanks, Dave. Have a good weekend.